but I will come. Let's get this girl here. For some reason, I want to bring this one in. Hi, Sarah Jane. How are you? Hi, Sarah Jane. How are you?
Hello there, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah,
How
I'm
are
good,
you?
thank you.
Yeah. I'm feeling the. Hold on. Have you? I don't know if you're the one that had somebody pass, but I feel I connected, and I'm gonna throw this out. I feel like I'm having problem catching my breath. I can barely talk, like really pressure in my throat. Did you have you had somebody who transitioned with some type of respiratory issue, or they done that a lot? Or
Yes,
they, okay,
I did.
because okay, and I don't know, are you the one who mentioned in the chat about losing somebody?
Yes,
And was this the same person that you were talking about?
yes,
Okay, and that's okay. That's why I was wrapping up, and then I know you was wanting reading, and then started touching in, and I just kept coughing, kept coughing. You probably noticed as I was wrapping up a reading, it got worse and worse. But
yes.
then now that I addressed spirit and found out who it connected with, now it's gone. And that's how my clairsentient works. So that's a good thing. I feel like they're stepping in, they're trying to give validation. Some of the stuff I'll just start doing random. So I feel like that this message that I'm going to give you is coming from them. So how I work is I don't always I don't people have clairvoyance and they connect that way. Mine's more feel and they just tell me like I channel them, and so I'll just start saying stuff. So if I say stuff that is exactly the way that they would said it, that's why.
Right,
If it's certain words that the way they said it is like maybe then that's why. But I do feel that type of connection, and I just all suddenly got really really saddened. I don't know if you're getting really emotional right now, or if this person had a stream of depression from time to time. Does that make sense?
um, yeah, she will have done, yes, definitely.
Okay, so she's sending in the fact validating that these conditions were her. Um, was you her like either her daughter or her baby girl? Like she viewed you as her own, like this is my baby girl.
It's my mom.
Okay, that's it. Because it immediately showed me the baby girl. Um, it's almost like the picture that the imagery that they give is not always them or something. It's the way they communicate. So sometimes it's how they feel they can communicate with you or get you to recall memories. And when they present themselves in a the way they liked themselves the best when they were here. So as long as it resonates at some point in time when they were here, that's when, as long as it makes sense to you.
Yeah,
Because I feel like she has you dressed up in a cute little Sunday dress with a little coat on and having to take a picture of you because you're her pride and joy. Does that make sense to you?
yes.
I don't know if you doubted her love or she just overly abundant wanting to reinforce the fact of how much she loves you because I just got like almost a loving feeling and regret at the same time. So I don't know. I'm trying to put it all together. I don't necessarily feel that she regrets the fact that she didn't love you because I think that, and she's making me feel like that she's told you a lot about loving, but I don't know if the disconnect is that because she left and she can't love you as much as she did on the physical sense,
Yes,
or if you doubted that at times.
yeah,
If you
I did.
doubted it at times, she doesn't want you to doubt that because she always loved you and she loved you deeply.
Yeah,
I feel like that, um, kind of like I'm, but slow down. Kind of like it was your main objective to make her proud of you, like getting good
yes,
grades, doing the best you can. That was like your entire focus. Does that make sense?
yes,
And she said that while she does appreciate the fact you try to make her proud, she'd rather you make yourself proud of yourself first. because as long as you're happy with yourself and you're succeeding in what you're doing and something you love, that is that itself is enough to make her proud of you. That you're going for your dreams, that you're achieving what you want to achieve, and that you make yourself proud of who you are. Does that make sense?
Yes.
She said this. Okay, this is one of those phrases I don't normally say a lot, but she says, "Time to get off the pot." Does that make sense to you?
What was that again? Sorry.
Time to get off the pot.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes, "It's time to get off the pot," and but I know what that means, but I don't normally say it. Basically, she's telling you it's time to get busy. I feel like that you have slowed down on some of your passions and some of your dreams and objectives that you want to try because of this situation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And she doesn't want you to slow your life down any longer. She said you got a lot more coming up, but you hit the pause button and you need to hit play. Showing
I
the old,
understand
you
that.
know, those eight old. Did you guys have one of those old cassette tape players, like little black ones with all the buttons, played cassettes? You could hit play, record, and such. Because
Yeah, my dad did.
that's why she's showing me that, but she's making a point to show me that and play and pause and stop and all these buttons on it, and she's hitting pause and play, pause and play. So I don't know if you just pause right now and play, and she's encouraged you hit play, or she's pointing out to the fact that you hit pause then play. You don't stay with it long enough for it to take action. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. Well, let's pull a card and let's see what she has to say through the cards itself. But either way, just know that she's with you and around you, and she's sending you love, compassion, and she wants you to make yourself proud, and she will be proud with you. And let's see what the message is that she gets you.
Thank you.
Hmm. The card I have pulled out is breaking addiction and clear thinking. And don't get caught up in the phrase because I don't use that in the reading anyway. But breaking addiction is not necessarily always chemical based or something illegal. So don't. Some people freak when it's like pregnancy. When you pull a pregnancy card or new birth, they start thinking babies, and it's like, no, hang on. This breaking addiction is not necessarily meaning. Ow, my kitty hurt my feet. It's about breaking the way we do things and the things that are not good for us, like um, procrastination, being lazy, or overworking and not paying attention to family or anything like that. So breaking that addiction that weights you down.
Yeah.
Make it. She's she's making me feel that um, since her past, you pretty much shut everything down right now, and you're just kind of like wallowing in your sorrow. And she doesn't want you to do that. She wants you to use this opportunity as a fire under your, you know what? That's I wanted to say motivate, but it kept saying fire under your, you know what I'm saying, under your caboose. A fire under your boots to get you going. Because
Yeah, I've lost my get up and go.
yeah, she's saying that she wants you to rebirth yourself, redefine who you are. She's saying that you always, if she would, you almost like mirror image each other. You wanted to do exactly a lot of things that she done, or you made once again trying to make her proud. You tried to do a lot. You mimicked her a lot, but now it's time to rebrand yourself and rebirth yourself. What is it that you want? What is it you have? You need to rebirth yourself and take off. Does that make sense?
It does very much.
The second one is accessing clear thinking. This is where you're holding on to it too long. You're holding on to this stuff, and you're trying to make it make sense to you. I don't know if her death was unexpected or it's confusing on it. It's just a pure fact. Sometimes some of us humans, why do you have to leave? Why can't you stay around longer or whatever the case? But I feel that you're hanging on to that and you're trying to make sense of it. Um, but she's telling me you're trying to make sense of something you don't understand.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And she says that's what's keeping you hidden. Have you been isolating yourself a lot? Because she's making me feel like that you got yourself locked behind of a door.
Yep.
And
I got the doors locked and I've got my curtains closed.
yeah, she doesn't want you to isolate yourself because she said it's isolation is a bad thing because that's why when people are bad, they get isolated from everybody so they can isolation is not supposed to be a bad situation by design. It's more about for a short period of time you put yourself in privacy so you can think about everything, regroup and relearn, and then when you go out you have a better understanding of what went wrong. She said you have no reason to isolate yourself because nothing went wrong. It went exactly as it's supposed to, and you just need to understand that it's just a different direction now, and you can't count on her anymore, as in the physical sense. So I feel like you leaned on her a lot for guidance and direction and advice. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, very true.
And she's telling me that um, that is the problem you're having right now is that feeling of loss that you don't have her to talk to and get ideas and to uh, she told me to tell you you were right. So basically, hey, am I on the right path? Am I doing this right? Is this how I should do it? Yes, honey, that's how you're supposed to do it. Kind of like that conversation going on. But she's saying that that's because you're not paying attention right now. She says she's been trying to connect with you and making presence with you, touching your face. She's going like this. So I'm imagining that sometimes you go like this because you feel something on your cheek. That's her. Um,
Yeah, I've been thinking it was an air.
but she says that she's there. All you got to do is talk. Let me know. She said, let me know what you want, and we can talk about it. It's just the connection is different. It's not in a flesh. It's more of a now. It's you can talk to her in your mind. Mom, am I doing this right? I'm so confused. But she goes, but then you got to pay attention because she can't talk to you like what you and I are talking right now. She has to talk in other ways. She's showing me a sign language thing going on. So basically, you have to learn the symbols and what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about. The card is about is access clear thinking, clearing your mind so you can hear what and understand what's being said, clearing your mind so you can think clearly again. She said, yeah, but oh, was she a stern lady? Because she's been so
Yeah.
sweet up to this point. But I think if you did something you got in trouble, she was very stern, very quick because she said all this was nice and nurturing and loving, and all of a sudden she goes, "But you got to get busy," and it was really
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so she wants you to get busy. She wants you to quit hiding yourself, put yourself out there, and start pursuing your dreams. She's telling me that those dreams are part of your path and part of your journey, and if you don't do it, you're going to have to repeat it and do it all over again anyway. So start working out what you want and the things that you have in your head that you're planning because it's part of what you need to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, very much.
All righty. Well, many blessings to you. Thank you for coming on.
And thank you very much.
You're welcome.